Imagine a time of fear. Shadows stretch across Spain. The year is 1478. King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella create a terrifying force, the Spanish Inquisition. Their goal? To eliminate heresy. Their target? Anyone who challenged the Catholic Church. This was a dark chapter in human history. The Inquisition spread like a virus. It infected every corner of Spanish life. No one was safe. Not the Jews, not the Muslims, not even Christians suspected of straying from the faith. Fear became a constant companion. The Inquisition cast a long shadow. It lasted for centuries. The roots of the Inquisition ran deep. They grew from a desire for religious purity. Spain had battled different faiths for centuries. The Catholic rulers craved unity. The Inquisition was their tool. They wanted everyone to conform. Anyone who resisted was labeled a heretic. This label came with a terrible price. Jews and Muslims had once thrived in Spain. Now they faced a terrible choice: convert or be punished. Many fled. They left behind their homes and their history. The Inquisition was more than just persecution. It was a power grab. The monarchy used it to crush dissent. They silenced anyone who dared to question their authority. The Inquisition was a well-oiled machine of fear. It had its own courts and its own laws. Its methods were brutal and terrifying. Torture was a common tool. The inquisitors used torture to extract confessions. They believed pain would purify the soul. The accused were often imprisoned for years without trial. The most feared instrument, the rack. This device stretched the victim's body. It tore muscles and dislocated joints. The screams were unimaginable. Another favored method was waterboarding. The victim was bound and water was poured over their face. It simulated drowning and drove many to the brink of madness. Section 4: Echoes of Screams, Crimes of the Inquisition. The Inquisition's crimes were many and varied. They were acts of unspeakable cruelty, leaving scars on history. Thousands were tortured and killed. Families were torn apart. Communities were shattered, leaving a legacy of pain. One of the most notorious events was the auto de fe, a grim spectacle. This public spectacle was a show of the Inquisition's power, meant to instill fear. Victims were paraded through the streets, humiliated before their execution. They wore pointed hats and signs declaring their crimes, a final act of degradation. Some were burned at the stake, their lives ending in flames. Their screams echoed through the square, a haunting sound. It was a chilling reminder. Defy the church and face the flames, a brutal warning. The Inquisition's reach extended beyond Spain's borders, touching many lands. It spread to the New World, carrying its terror across the seas. There, it targeted indigenous populations, disrupting their lives. It sought to convert them by force, erasing their cultures and beliefs. Section 5: Scars on a Nation, Impact of the Inquisition. The Spanish Inquisition left deep scars on Spain, altering its course forever. It created a pervasive climate of fear and suspicion that permeated every aspect of life. Intellectual thought and artistic expression were stifled as creativity was seen as a threat. Many lived in constant terror of being denounced by their neighbors or even their own family members. A careless word or a suspicious glance could lead to imprisonment. Trust was shattered, and neighbor turned against neighbor in a desperate bid for survival. The Inquisition also had a devastating impact on Spain's economy, leading to a significant decline. Many of the country's most skilled workers, thinkers, and artists were Jewish or Muslim, contributing greatly to society. Their expulsion drained the country of talent and innovation, leaving a void that was hard to fill. The Inquisition's legacy continued to haunt Spain for centuries, casting a long shadow over its history. It became a symbol of intolerance and fanaticism, a dark chapter that the nation struggled to overcome. It served as a stark warning to the world about the dangers of religious extremism and the importance of tolerance. Section 6: Never forget, Legacy of the Inquisition. The Spanish Inquisition finally ended in the 19th century, bringing an end to centuries of persecution and fear. But its legacy continues to resonate through the ages, echoing in the halls of history. It reminds us of the dangers of unchecked power and the potential for abuse when authority goes unchallenged. It teaches us the importance of tolerance, understanding, and religious freedom, values that are essential for a harmonious society. It forces us to confront the dark side of human nature, the capacity for cruelty and suffering inflicted upon others. We must never forget the horrors of the Inquisition. the pain and suffering endured by countless individuals. We must learn from the past, ensuring that such atrocities are never repeated. We must fight against injustice and oppression in all its forms, standing up for those who cannot stand up for themselves. The human spirit may be resilient, capable of overcoming great adversity, but it is also fragile, easily broken by the forces of hatred and division. We must always guard against the forces that seek to divide and destroy us, fostering unity and understanding. The memory of the Inquisition serves as a powerful reminder: never again. Let us honor the past by building a better future.